Hi, this is Ferre with TaxLSupport.com. I'm here with Swenson, and this is another one of our Property Deal of the Week videos here for May.
Yeah, and today we're going to be talking about California tax deeds and their tax deed auctions.
Yeah, California is a tax deed state, which basically means that that they set a redemption period for property owners, which in California is 5 years. So the county will wait out that 5-year time period, for delinquent taxes. But at the end of it, eventually they'll go through the foreclosure process and then offer up the properties for sale at auction.
Yeah, now the bidding's going to start at the back taxes and fees in most cases, and they will hold both on-site and online auctions. But in recent years, a lot of the counties have been moving to online auctions.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen a lot of them. In fact, we're looking at Los Angeles County specifically, and a sale that they have going on right now. It's actually a reoffer, is what it is. So the properties were offered at one point, but now they're being offered again. And so we have basically an all-land auction.
Yeah, exactly. Like Shade said, this is a resale auction. So in California, they don't sell over the counter. So if they don't sell the property at an auction, they don't just offer for sale to anyone after the auction. What they'll do is they'll go ahead and have resales. Now, sometimes they'll just resell the property starting at the back taxes. Sometimes they'll go ahead and adjust the property, and we've seen them where they'll all start at $100 or $500 or some type of certain figure like that just to clear out the real estate. And this looks like probably one of their first reoffered land. It's very possible that they may go through and try to reoffer these again and even discount the bids more.
Yeah. If they don't sell, they probably will have another reoffer of the ones that don't sell. Here we have the first property, though. Is, to get an idea of what some of these are, we can see that that this is it's a piece of vacant property, but it also appears to be a full-size lot.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice, good 1 acre size building lot. Has an opening bid of about $20,000, has an assessed of $90,000. From what I could see, the market value was probably around $120,000. The homes that surround this lot are, $450,000, $500,000 homes.
Yeah, so, really nice area with very valuable real estate and what appears to be a highly usable property, and also one that would probably, there's only a few lots left in that area right there, that look like they're good to be used.
Yeah, well, and one thing as well is that I noticed that this property had actually sold back in 2006 for $88,000.
Oh, really?
So you do see that it has value. And out of a lot of the properties, this one's actually in a more urban area because some of this land is kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and we'll go over it and kind of show you what we're talking about.
But yeah, if it sold though back in 2006 for that, that's definitely 120 probably is more accurate.
Yeah. Now this second property starts with opening bid of only $3,000. Has a land value of $27,000, but you can see this is actually out in a little bit of the sagebrush area.
Sagebrush and rattlesnakes, kind of in the desert area there, but it's accessible and still usable and has real value there.
Yeah, well, they have roads going all throughout here. It has a road going right there that borders this particular property, and you can't see it from here, but there's actually homesteads out on some of these properties as well. So there's actually people living within the area. I think it's called Antelope Valley area. But there is property selling out there, and if you're starting at $3,000, this is a building lot that from what I can see, these were selling between $25,000 to $50,000.
Nice. Here we have another property here. This starts at $5,500. It's an 8.8 acre lot. Another building lot here, and this one has an assessed value of $55,000 is what they're estimating it, but the market's probably in excess of $60,000.
Yeah, it's 8.8 acres, and one thing I noticed is it's actually pretty close to an area that looked like it had a bunch of solar panels.
Yeah, right, just to the north of it, isn't it?
Yeah, so just to the, I guess maybe east of it. But yeah, there was actually quite a few of them all around the area. But that could be a possibility. I don't know enough about it. Would have to look more into it. But we are talking about a larger piece of property here where we're talking about 8.8 acres, and it is located within LA County.
Yeah, well, and it's starting out at 10% of value. So that's, I think everything there makes for something that you could go after.
This property here had a little bit higher opening bid, and there tends to be some of these properties like this where it could be a possibility if you got it for the right opening bid amount. it's a 5-acre parcel, kind of similar out there in that Antelope Valley area.
Yeah. And here we have another one here. This one's a 10-acre piece starting at $14,000 that has an assessed value of over $74,000.
Yeah, and there was actually quite a few more homes and things like this within this area, out in the Black Butte area. In fact, this one even has, somewhat of an address to this particular lot. So, if you're picking it up for the right price, I think that even though this land is not necessarily the most sexy land in the world, there's still a lot of profitability, and there's still people that are buying this type of property.
Yeah. Well, it's all about the opportunity, and and what you can pick these properties up for in terms of percentage of value. Here we've got another good example. It's starting at $5,000. It's a 2.5-acre lot, that has an assessed value of $43,000, almost $44,000.
Yeah, definitely kind of out in that same area, and we're looking at less than 10 cents on the dollar. And usually, if we can get land that has use and has value for between 10 to 15, 20 cents on the dollar, it's real difficult not to make money on that property as long as we've done our proper research.
Yeah, and all of these properties are within a distance where they're usable. They're not so far away that they can't be. This is still LA County.
Yeah, well, and there's people that are using these properties for homestead properties. This last property here, I went a little bit further down on the list. In fact, really, I only looked through just a couple of batches of over 25 batches that they had available. But I checked out some of the properties there on the last batch just to see if they were in a different location. And I think that as you go throughout the list, some of these properties are going to be in different locations. But this was in the city of Lancaster, and you can see how close this lot is to a developed subdivision.
Yeah.
It's 2.5 acre, nice big huge lot. Opening bid of only $3,400 with a land value of $61,000.
Yeah. The market's probably higher than that. Yeah, that one is probably opening up for like less than 5 cents on the dollar. So it's got a lot of room to bid up.
Yeah. Well, and there could be a lot more property. We just kind of, barely tip the iceberg.
Scratch the surface here.
Thank you. Scratch the surface. I just looked through just a few of these properties to get an idea, and there could be a lot better properties on this list.
Oh, awesome. Well, this sale ends quickly. So, it ends here in May on the 24th, and there's over 700 properties, I think.
Yeah, big land sale. And if you want to get registered, go ahead and get registered on bidforassets.com.
Yeah. Now, if you haven't downloaded our free ebook yet, you should definitely do that. You can go to secretsoftaxlinginvesting.com to get our free ebook there, or you can also get, you can register for free webinars that we do and have some free training content, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you'd like additional training, you can also check out our membership program at taxsalesupport.com. That's going to give you access to all of our tax sale list, our weekly webinars, all of the resources that we have, including our home study guides and workbooks. Really gives you, we think, the best value in tax sale education.
Yeah, you bet. And our membership program is great. We think it's the best value out there. Thanks for spending the time to watch this. Be sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, appreciate it.